What's up, everyone? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. Hopefully you guys have seen my update video. If you haven't and you're just curious about what's going on, obviously I missed some of my timeline stuff. You can definitely check that out. It's on the channel. I just dropped it yesterday. But we're here for some more BTS content. Today we have something we haven't done before. And I guess this is one of their, I don't know, what was this? What would this be called? Bangtan TV, some sort of episode. I can't remember what it's called, but basically we get some behind the scenes. I think this one in particular may show behind the scenes of recording of a song called So For More. So we'll see that. And then, yeah, we have the album Dark and Wild, which is something we're going to be getting to next week. So exciting times. And then I believe once we timeline wise get to like the year 2015, that's when we're going to start seeing some of the solo projects, and then that way I can start reacting to those as well. Yeah, awesome. Should be fun. Let's jump into this one and see what we got. Wow. Bro, by the way, okay, I know I'm pausing already, but like this made me think of a video I saw on Instagram yesterday, which was like insane. Like, I don't know, there was like a video of like a national champion of beatboxing, and I just couldn't believe what I was listening to. It was like unreal. Maybe I should check out some beatboxing on the channel.
그래서 어쨌든 1년에 약간 우리가 1년이 됐으니까 이제 1년 기념으로 해서 그냥 각자의 우리 래퍼들은 각자의 그거를 얘기를 할 거야. 뭔가 뭐 이런 걸 느꼈다. 그러니까 너네도 약간 가사가
Hang on a second. I feel like we need subtitles. I was like, wait a second. I'm not understanding anything.
그래서 어쨌든 1년에 약간 우리가 1년이 됐으니까 이제 1년 기념으로 해서 그냥 각자의 우리 래퍼들은 각자의 그거를 얘기를 할 거야. 뭔가 뭐 이런 걸 느꼈다. 그러니까 너네도 약간 가사가 지금 1년이 가도 1년이 와도 뭐냐? 그다음 너와 같은 이 선유 위를 너와 같은 이 선유 위를 거기 있었잖아요. 그래, 그렇지. 이 밤이 와도 이 밤이 가도 이밤이 가도? 이 밤이 와도 이 밤이 가도. 그렇지, 이 밤이 와도 이 밤이 가도.
누가 쓴 거야? 너가 썼어?
너가 쓴 거 같은데? 그렇지.
제가 썼어요.
그렇지. 더 나은 삶을 위한 연주를 해줘야 되니까 약간 그런 감성으로 불러주면 될 것 같아.
Okay, this is cool. So we're kind of getting behind the scenes of like a brainstorming session. They're talking about lyrics. There's going to be brainstorming for a specific song, and like them trying to basically. What I love is that if the school trilogy was like about school life and like real things that they experience and other people would be experiencing, they're keeping it real in the sense that now they're going to be talking about what this last year has meant for them since they've debuted. So that's kind of cool.
해줘야 되니까 약간 그런 감성으로 불러주면 될 것 같아.
그럼 이제 다 나왔으니까 녹음해볼까? 녹음해볼까? 그거 하라고 그럼.
야, 잘 할 수 있지. 아까처럼 감성을 잘 살려줘야 돼.
오케이. 퍼펙트.
Yo, it's been a year. It's been a motherfucking year. Come on. We're living in the good life. We're living in the bad life. Whatever. It's not important cause we here, huh?
1년이 가고 1년이 와도 너와 난 같은 이 선율 위를 또 걷겠지. 이 밤이 와도 이 밤이 가도 단 삶을 위한 연주는 계속 되겠지.
I don't wanna fucking lie. 그딴 짓 안 해. 꿈은 서타 위 맘은 반지하에 삶의 인질이 되었으니야 막을 선택했지 방황하는 취미 막막해면 이리 집새처럼
Ooh, that's fire, man. I love the hold on, I'm gonna pull it back to here because I love the tower line. But then also for him to say I'm lost and I'm wandering, that's such a cool like
맘은 반지하에 삶의 인질이 되었으니야 막을 선택했지 방황하는 취미 막막해면 이리 집새처럼 해다녀야 할 외로움이 밀렸어 외로움의 반대말을 안다면 좀 들려줘 내가 소속된 곳은 많아 근데 왜 어디서도 진짜를 찾을 순 없는 걸 알아 Who knows you know you don't I know
Dude, I belong to everywhere, but it feels like nowhere I can discover my real self. Wow.
근데 왜 어디서도 진짜를 찾을 순 없는 걸 알아 Who knows you know you don't I know 1년째 내로 적응해야 돼 봐도 매일 밤 거울 앞에서 입가를 만지며 확인하지 네가 그걸 알던 김남진이 맞긴 하니 그냥 좀 내려놔야겠어 고민과 성찰 번뇌 두려움 리더로서의 책임감까지도 다 알고 있으면 서로 놓지 못하는 것들 삶에 어쩔 수 없는 것들 You know what 꼭 빨라야만 랩이 아니듯이 인생 역시도 그래 우리 모두 때론 물에 기름을 붓지 목표 성공 꿈이란 사람들이 왜 더 가까워지지
Hold up.
없는 것들 You know what 꼭 빨라야만 랩이 아니듯이 인생 역시도 그래 우리 모두 때론 물에 기름을 붓지 목표 성공 꿈이란 사람들이 왜 더 가까워지지 않을까 땀나게 뛰어봐도 물은 불이 되지가 않아서 주고 팼지 물고기는 절대 섞이지 않아 과책에서 봤듯이 변치 않을 것 같다가 이제야 시작해 끓어오른 나를 봐봐 곧 불이 되겠지 그리고 타올라
Ooh, that's so cool. I was wondering, like, he'd introduced this idea of like the oil and water, and then like, you know, a lot of us should know that oil and water don't mix. So if you put them in the same thing, even if for a moment it seems like they might be, but then you'll see them kind of separating. But the cool thing, like he was saying, then how does fire turn it, or it seems impossible for the water to turn into fire, but if the water has oil in it or on top of it, then it can appear as though the water's on fire. Like we've probably seen those oil spill fires that can happen in like the ocean and stuff. That was really cool how he set that up several lines ago, and I was kind of in my head like thinking, where are we going with the oil water thing? And it just like came together so nicely there. That was awesome.
없었던 1년은 살얼음판 어디로 가는지 난 몰라 감정의 공방 깊은 한숨은 어제가 되었지만 여전히 밤이 돼도 못 자 예견된 혼란 여전히
Okay, this is a fantastic flow right here.
되었지만 여전히 밤이 돼도 못 자 예견된 혼란 여전히 잠 못 드는 밤 시기와 질투 경쟁이란 감옥은 날 수시로 옥죄고 숨통을 막아내 미래는 수목한 머릿속에 수북한 성공이란 단어 두 글자 내가 해야 할 리가 또 내가 하고 싶은 일그 사이 선글리버 Fuck it I don't give a shit 지금 난 꿈을 이룬 건지
Gulliver, like Gulliver's Travels. I thought that was a really cool way to say like kind of like what you're destined for. He said my future is possessed by the word success or something like that. That was really cool. Hold up, that's even cooler than what I thought when he said my future is like, I don't know, whatever he said by success. But then he says here, maybe I drop my dream for success. That's very interesting because this kind of like touches on artists having to compromise their artistic vision so that they can become mainstream, become famous, become rich. That's a very interesting concept. Bro, that verse was fire.
삶에 젖어 몰랐지 내 1년의 걸음 했던 땐 I'm ill 밤엔 또 가사를 적어 매일 살아나 life 같은 life 립싱크는 없어 이 노력과 함께 시작의 문을 열어 흘리는 피땀만큼 서 무대는 점점 커져 함성과 박수 같이 내게 선물 같은 성원 관심이 번져주는 눈물 따라오는 부담과 큰 걱정 네가 받은 사랑만큼 내 어깨 무거워졌었어 매일 떨려 감은 좋은데 더워 일어날 달인질 해봐 구기진 마음을 편할 rewind 어떤 비바람이 와도 방탄이나 위안 이 걸음거리는 성공의 길 wanna be now 그래 난 serious 어떤 별보다도 빛나 이 순간 여전히 난 볼핑어 마이클 진다
Come on, man.
너와 난 같은 이선율 위를 또 걷겠지 이 밤이 와도 이 밤이 가도 더 나은 삶을 위한 여주는 계속 되겠지 yeah yeah yeah
BTS 1year anniversary
안녕하세요.
Young Forever
제이홉 오랜만인데요. 뭐하러 여기 녹음실에 오셨어요?
1주년 특집.
1주년 특집.
야.
예. 신나는 랩을 보여줘. 힙합.
Man, I love it. I love it because, you know, again, I've probably said this when we've seen like some of the other behind the scenes stuff, but I think like sometimes it feels like if the subject matter of a song is serious, that the mood and the tone in the recording studio may also be that. But I love seeing kind of the playfulness, the smiles, the joking, the laughing. It's a cool glimpse into the process and seeing that is their relationship, even when, you know, they're maybe talking about something a little more serious or whatever. And that song was super awesome. So I'm assuming that song is called So For More. But again, it's really cool to kind of see the behind the scenes stuff. I'd love to check out more behind the scenes stuff for sure. We can definitely do that for like every era of music that we're going into. But next week, we have that, I think it's called Dark and Wild or something like that, album, which is their next release. So we'll be checking that out next week. If you guys are still here, I greatly appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.